running inside zone out of the pistol. In this formation, oftentimes Ohio State will run a stretch play into the boundary. So the ball's on the hash. They have the tight end to the top of the screen. The strength of the formation is to the short side of the field. Ohio State quite often and successfully prior to the last 2 weeks has run an outside zone play, wide hitting run play up into the short side of the field here. And Penn State seems like it's expecting that. So if you watch the beginning of the play, the two down defensive linemen toward the top of the screen, number 99 and number 51, immediately shoot out to their left, basically jump over a gap. But that's what Ohio State is expecting, so they counter what they tend to do in this look, which is running outside, by running inside. So it's an inside zone play. You get a really good combination block from Luke Whippler, the center, and Matthew Jones, the right guard, on number 91 right there. And then you get a good kick-out block from the left tackle, Paris Johnson, good enough kick-out block. Good enough block there from Donovan Jackson, the left guard, to create this running lane. You see Kate Stover, the tight end, number 8, kind of seal the top. And then what makes it really work is that Luke Whippler, the center, 53, is able to get off of that combination block with Matthew Jones, get up to the second level, help seal that lane. DeJuan Jones, the right tackle, big number 79, up at the top of your screen, gets up to the second level and gets number 44. So just a really good running lane here for Trevion Henderson. I mean, he's not touched until he's 7 yards, 8 yards down the field. Now, this ends up being a 9-yard run, and this will be really nitpicky because this is a really well-blocked play. It's a really good call. It's a good example, I think, of Ohio State breaking tendency by running inside zone out of the pistol, which is not something they've done a whole lot of this year, and they did it a few times with pretty good success in this game. But at the very end of the play, I see Trevion Henderson here kind of pivot, and he's got number 9, Joey Porter Jr., cornerback, kind of lined up. That's the last guy to beat. If he beats him, this is probably a touchdown. And maybe you'd like to see him cut that to the left and look for a little bit of daylight rather than kind of run to contact the way that he does. But again, that's being pretty nitpicky. This is a successful run. This is 9 yards for Ohio State. You take that absolutely every time you line up to run the ball. And honestly, looking through this game, they probably could have gotten to this more. They ran this play twice. Inside zone out of the pistol, one for 8 yards and it went for 9 yards, both times in the first half, and then they didn't get back to it out of this look at all in the second half, but they did run it successfully out of some other looks. So I know people get a little anxious sometimes when they see Ohio State run the ball into the boundary, into the short side of the field, as often as it does, but part of the reason you do that is to help set other things up, and this is an example of that, because Penn State is fully expecting Ohio State to run this ball to the outside, and Ohio State instead runs it inside and catches Penn State sleeping a little bit and gets a 9-yard gain on 2nd and 1.